Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome. First video. Here we go. Just gonna hop into it. How to study ICT concepts. So there's a lot of rumors where people say, study the silver bullet, study 2022, study 2023. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They work. But when you take something, think of it like the game of telephone, right? It's like when you hear it from the creator and it gets passed down, it's gonna get misinterpreted like way differently, right? So I'm gonna basically show you guys what helped me on the path to like passing funded accounts, getting money in the market, and what's so and what's so I'm just gonna start off. You should be studying months 1 through 5, right? I'm gonna go through each one and why they're really, really important. Why you'll see the difference between an SMC trader and a quote unquote real ICT trader, right? But I'm going to start off with 1 through 5. These are probably going to be the most important ones, especially month 1. A lot of people have questions on what made you get into this trade. What's the reasoning behind this trade? A lot of people see all this annotations on my charts and stuff like that. But month 1 is probably the reason why I'm taking these trades, right? So month 1 through 5, I think are really, really important. They're probably the most important out of all of them. Next, you should be studying 7 through 10. 7 through 10. I'll go through it, explain why these are really, really important, right? And the last one, I think, is probably the absolute best one as well. It's probably going to be month 12. After month 12, you should probably be heading to the Market Maker primary course, right? Obviously, a lot of people have watched that. Then after that, you could probably head into 2022, 2023. You can head into anything. Market Maker models, which is my specialty, what I expertise in, okay? So I'm going to go through why month 1 is probably going to be the best one. We're not going to watch the videos. I'm just going to show you, kind of just go through the titles as well. So the first video should already tell you elements of a trade setup, right? If you don't have these elements and these things that will lead up to a trade setup, then there's no point. You have nothing, right? And a lot of people have a lot of questions when it comes to which fair value gap will fill, how do I know if it's a market structure shift or liquidity sweep? This month will basically tell you. This month would literally answer all your questions on where price is likely to go. So he kind of breaks down the basics on liquidity, premium and equilibrium, what new traders to focus on, and all that stuff. So month 2 and 3, it's really more of a beginner's kind of touch. It's more of a why false, bear flags don't work, how to grow a small account, a little bit of psychology stuff, framing low risk. What is this called? I think it's low risk trade setups. This is kind of just like a building block on before you even entering a trade, like what you should be looking for. And then month 3 is kind of similar to that. Month 4, a lot of people really, really need this, I think, especially when it comes to order blocks and fair value gaps. So these are all the PD arrays, which I think are really, really important. ICT literally just breaks it down. So this is the source. This is the source of why fair value gaps, and the lives are like basically how to put all the pieces together. So he's giving you a manual in the months, and then you just look at his lives and he's giving you the book. Basically, he's telling you how to put the book together. So I'm telling you, you put the time in, you're going to get the fruits of your labor, right? So month 4 is going to be all the PD arrays, which is like fair value gaps, vacuum blocks, ICT breaker blocks, order blocks, all that stuff that a lot of people have questions about. This is the source. This is where you should be getting it from, not from people on TikTok, not even from me. You shouldn't even be learning it from me. This is where you should come first before anybody else. And if you need help putting the pieces together, obviously you should be going to somebody else, right? And month 5, I think is very, very important. This goes through, like economical data, how to, before you even place a trade or even think about placing a trade, what's the economic data looking like? What's the fundamentals looking like before we enter a trade? Today's July 14th. We're in a bullish seasonal tendency for foreign currencies, right? So that means dollars falling and, right, all currencies are going up. I only know that because of this. I knew that, like, everybody's asking me, well, how do you know that euro dollar is going up? This is why. This is literally why. Month 5 is literally why. It is literally what led to my analysis and on why euro dollar is going up, right? So this is another building block I think a lot of people don't talk about, especially in the trading industry. This is what you need, basically, right? I think I said month 1 through 5. I think I said 6 as well.
Hey, do you want to know?
No, not 6, not 6. 7. 7 is very well. 7 is very, very good. It's kind of just short-term trading stuff. Kind of just like a top-down for monthly and weekly. I think this is important too. Identifying your if the data ranges when it comes to the 20, 40, 60. If you watch the mentorship, you know, you'll start to understand what I'm talking about when I talk about PD arrays and if the data ranges and stuff like that. Month 8. This is really, really good as well if you're trying to capture the daily range, especially if you just want to become a quote unquote day trader, right? Projecting daily highs and lows. Yes, it's possible. ICT literally explains how to do that. Intraday profiles are probably, it's a really cool thing. Intraday profiles are really, really cool. But I'm gonna let you guys do your research, do your due diligence, you know, go through it, right? But I'm showing you guys on like what helped me and what leads to my, you know, trades. This month, I kind of just skimmed through it. I'm not saying you should do that. Obviously, you should really sit down, watch all the videos. Me personally, I did watch all these videos. I know it shows I did. Trust me, I did. I watched all these videos. So, and I wouldn't lead nobody on to anything. And then month 12 is really, really important. So month 12 is kind of like back to what I was talking about of like putting the pieces together. So month 12 is like before you even hop on the charts, he's breaking it down on how you should approach it, how to approach a blank chart, how you should approach a new month, new year, new quarterly shift. He breaks it down in month 12. So after you watch 1 through, I think it's 6 and then 7 and 10, then he's breaking it down in month 12. Then after that, I personally think you should hop in the Market Maker Premier course. This will help you with the kill zones, you know, basic PO3, you know, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, you know, all that stuff. AMD, you know, Asian range, London kill zone, London close. London close is really good. This is, a lot of people don't understand it, but when you have a good profile like the classic buy day and you're probably going to enter the London kill zone, a lot of people don't understand why the silver bullet works. It's probably because you're on a classic buy day or a classic sell day, and when that 10 to 12 hits, it's almost guaranteed. I'm not saying ICT is 100% correct. Like I said, do your due diligence and you'll reap the rewards. I almost guarantee you. So after you watch all that stuff, bro, good. You're cooling, right? But this is what I think is really, really crucial, is finding your model, right? The 2022 is a model. The 2023, I never really dove into it. I'm not sure if it is a model, but find a model. And if not, build a model. Either build it around the Asian range. You could either do the Market Maker series, which I've been spending about like 6-7 months basically trying to perfect, right? Still learning, still developing, but still I came to a point where I can now explain how it works, what to look for, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to dive into a Market Maker series, I'm not saying this YouTube channel is going to guarantee you success, but what I'm saying is I can give you my perspective on how I view it. So if you're looking into that, you know, might be your guy. Obviously, there's high probability scalping. There's nobody talking about that. There's obviously the 2022 model, but I think that's probably just going to cut it up. I'm going to end it on watch the lives. Watch the live. It doesn't matter if he's talking about indices. It doesn't matter. Watch it all. I know it. I don't know why it looks like I'm not watching this stuff. Trust me. I've watched majority of these. I've watched that 5-hour movie. I'm telling you, you will reap the benefits if you just go through this stuff and just do your research. But I'll probably be back on maybe a tutorial on Market Maker models. Thank you for watching. Be back again, gangy.